Hey, this is Willard Crafto, and this is going to be a review and build-up of the Revell 78 GMC Big Game Country Pickup. This is a 1/24th scale kit, skill level 4, which would indicate to me that it's an old monogram mold. So yeah, there's the box. That's what it should look like. Mine will probably look a little different though. So let's see all this wonderful, wonderful styrene that we've got. Let me get it. We've got several trees. The first one we've got the back of the cab, the hood, spare tires here. Looks like we've got wheel hubs. Some of these things, I don't know what these go to yet. We've got the interior tub right here, which does not have door panels. No, it has armrests right there. We'll have to paint I may have to paint them in, I don't know. It's got that seat that's, look at the molding on that. It's even got them things molded in it that the GMCs had. The Chevys didn't have that. We've got leaf springs and all here and here. Got the engine fan, a line. The differentials are mounted on here. And you can see them springs, how high the truck's going to sit. Wheel backs, I believe, are right there. And then we've got the frame right here with the exhaust, side exit exhaust mounted to it. It's even got the side saddle fuel tanks like the square bodies had. The three of mine have it like this too, because I have square bodies. I love them trucks. We've got a big tree here. We got the sides of that 350. Got the transfer case. Got some guns. We've got dual shocks for the front and rear, so those are going to look nice. Belt drive. We've got parts of the exhaust, I believe. Steering column right there. We've got some valve covers. We've got the heads, fan shroud, fuel tank. There's the manifolds. I believe this is the water pump and timing cover. Push bar. I think that's a skid plate. Right here we got the core support. And look at that dash molding. Beautiful. It's got all the detail molded in. Everything like that. It does not say the trim on there. But there's that tree. And one more tree here. We've got another piece of the roll bar. We've got some kind of bracket, tailgate, the sides of the bed, and the interior of the bed. This truck's a short bed. We're not done yet. We've also got a chrome tree. Check that out. We have, I don't know really what that is. Got the tow mirrors. We've got supports for something. We've got some chrome finned valve covers that I'll probably be using. We got another piece of the roll bar. Front and rear bumpers. We've got headlight backs, steering wheel, steering shaft, I believe. Four-wheel drive shifter right there. We have a rear view mirror. We have these rock plates, rock chip plates. I don't know what that's for. Got an intake, a chrome intake, which is interesting. We've got steps, I think, for something. We've got that wonderful GMC grill. It is a 78 grill. We got the wheels too, which I don't know whether I'm going to dual coat them or what. They're supposed to be 6 lug for the 4x4s, but oh well, it's a model. But yeah, these are maybe dual coated, maybe left chrome. I may do a black wash in them, I don't know. But that is not it quite yet. We've got the body right here. Looks awesome. It does not have the back of the cab in it. We'll have to put that in there. And there's locator marks. It's got an option for a sunroof there too, if you wanted to do that. Here's the inner fenders with the battery and all molded in. Dual batteries. Reservoir there. And another reservoir there. No, this is the jack. Never mind. This is the jack. That's a reservoir. There's that. And we've also got the clear parts, which is the windshield, rear window, sunroof if you choose to use it. We got the headlights, some fog lights, or no, not fog lights, lights for the roll bar. The tail lights, we got them right there. They're going to need clear red. And then, oh, that's just molding on the tree. But yeah, there's the clear tree. And finally, we have got 2 more things. We have got the decal sheet. We got gauge decals, GMC logos for the wheels, the GMC plate. Got the fender marker lights, all the stuff to make your camo. That for the gas tank. We've got this for the gas tank. Some silhouettes that you can put on there. A GMC sun strip for the window. High roller. And we got some various license plates here. And then all the camo stuff. And finally, we have got the tires right here. These are mud tires. They're directional. So as you can see, here's one side right there, and then the other side are going the other way, so they'll have to be turned. And also you got to cut that stuff out of the middle. But these are rubber, so you can go ahead and glue the wheels together and then slip the tires over the wheels, which is always good news. And then we've got the instruction manual right here. And it even tells you what all the stuff is. So yeah, I'm going to get to gluing stuff together, and then we'll come back for a show off before we go to paint. All right, so I've got everything ready to go to paint. So first up, we've got the intake right here, which I'm going to be flat coating. I'm going to put a flat clear coat on it so it'll look like an aluminum intake, because I want it to look like whoever owned this truck, that he did some work on it, and that's why I'm going to put the valve covers in chrome. Here's the motor with the manifolds and all glued on. All that is one piece, the manifolds, so you don't have to glue the bottom parts of the pipes. There's the transmission, which is actually modeled as a 4-speed manual. So what I've gone ahead and done is I cut the shifter off of the column and just left the turn signal stick. I cut the shift column off of it, and in the interior I cut a hole to the left of that slot. That hole is going to give me room to put this shifter I had laying around. I'm going to put that in the hole. Got the transfer case here, which is going to get painted kind of an aluminum color. Gas can. Got the interior, and as you can see, it's the brake and the clutch, because in the tub, there's the throttle right there. So this is the brake and clutch pedal. It's going to get painted kind of a dark brown color. Wheel backs, wheel hubs. I've got all the frame glued together, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to be painting it all black, and then go in and hand detail the tanks and bring out some of the details. Got the bed ready to go. It's 4 pieces, and it's kind of a pain to assemble, but you'll get it eventually. Just kind of fiddly. I had to cut them holes out because I am going to use the roll bar. Here's the cab. I've got the core support glued in. I don't have the back on because I don't know whether the interior will go up in there with the back on it. So I left it off, and I've got it here to just paint separately. And I'm probably going to be using the spare tire. I'm just going to throw it in the bed, though. I'm not going to put it on the back because I don't like the look of it. I don't think there's a GMC decal to put in the tailgate, and it's not stamped, so I may draw it in there or something. Got a skid plate right here that I'm going to wait to put in until after I put in the motor. Got the fan shroud. The radiator's mounted on there. I've got the push bar, which I may use, I may not. And over here I've got the shocks. They're ready to go. Got the hood. I got to clean off a little bit of the flash on it. But other than that, it's ready to go. The notorious square body hoods that always creased when you'd open them and close them. It would mainly do it when you'd close it, because you'd close it from the front, and there was a weak point right in here, and it bent them when you would close it because they didn't have enough support in them. So there's that. Pretty accurately done. I have a truck with this hood on it. Although it's the nose of it's a little bit different. But other than that, it's really, really good. The back of the cab's perfectly accurate. It's kind of warped a little bit. I don't know if it's just this kit in particular or what. But I can straighten it out nonetheless. But yeah, I believe that's everything. So I'm going to get this into paint. And then after I've gotten everything painted, I will come back. Okay, so I've got everything out of paint now. And yeah, here's the body. Painted its camo green. Also got the bed painted the same color. Back of the cab. And we got the hood. It's painted the same way. We got the tires. This gas can is painted red. I dual coated that intake, that chrome intake, and I think it turned out pretty good. Painted the transfer case. Wheel backs. Push bar right there. I'm going to hand paint these. There's the frame done in a Canyon Black by Rust-Oleum. And I'm going to be hand detailing everything. Roll bars painted. Interior's painted. Got the spare tire. Got the shocks done in yellow just so they stand out. Got the motor in a duplicolor Chevy orange. I painted it flat black first and then put the orange over it. And I think it looks pretty cool. Fan shroud, there's the shifter. There's the dash. Done up in the brown. And I'll be detailing all the gauges and the chrome in it and stuff. So yeah, also the skid plate and steering column. So yeah, I will be back once I've gotten most of this stuff detailed. Also, I got to do some work to the chrome parts. But yeah, I'll come back once all that's done. Alrighty, so mind the mess, but I'm getting a lot of stuff done. So it's out of paint, and yeah, got the back of the cab here with the glass mounted in. I use Mod Podge right here. Just standard old Mod Podge, and this is how it dries. So once you just stick your glass in there and brush the Mod Podge around it, and it'll hold. And it took that bow out of there. So there's the back of the cab. It does not have the sliding rear window. Here's the bed and the tail lights. You have to paint the tail lights with clear red. And they turned out, it looks like one of them CUCV trucks. I've still got to do the gas cap. I don't know whether I'm going to make it chrome or leave it how it is. Because a lot of them on these square bodies were body color. Trying to get it to focus. There it goes. But yeah, a lot of them gas caps were body color. Here's the cab. I decided to do the door handles chrome because I'm going to leave the mirrors and stuff chrome. Got the black vent windows, the black around the windshield, and everything under the hood's black too. Got dual batteries. I'd really like to see this in a CUCV with the long bed. I think that'd be neat looking. Here's the front end. Marker lights I've done with a Molotow chrome pins. Here's the roll bar all assembled. I still don't have the lights in it, but I have the antenna and the light backs. You got the fan shroud here done in matte black. I've got the frame and exhaust and everything on here. I did the exhaust silver and the tanks aluminum. The side saddle fuel tanks like these trucks had, and the exhaust. Got the motor all done. Now, I did sort of a custom flare to the motor. I just kind of wanted it to look like it had some work done to it. I've still got to paint the starter and the oil filter right there, but that'll be in the next showcase. Got the alternator in silver right there. I've got the shocks done. I did them yellow so they'd stick out under the truck just so they'd look kind of cool. And I've got silver painted on the bottom of them. Right there. Got that beautiful GMC grill. And I blacked out the headlight buckets too. Or not really the buckets, but the places where the headlights go. A lot of them were like that from the factory. The 78 models were actually like this. And I think it makes a good contrast between the headlights. Just, it looks better. Got the interior all done. Still debating on the spare tire, so I just left it there, painted it black. Got the interior done with my shifters. I still have to paint the knobs, but I painted the throttle, the gas pedal, and I put my custom straight shift shifter in there, and then this is a four-wheel drive one. Let me find something to point at it with. This one is the transmission stick. This one is the four-wheel drive one. This does not come in the kit. I had this laying around. So if you get this kit, keep a note. This shifter will not be included. But I wanted to put it in here because I thought it looked cool. Got it all done up in that brown with the chrome buttons on the seats. Or on the seat. Got it done in that semi-gloss. I've got the dash done with the custom wood steering wheel. And look at those decals in there. You see that? They actually look like the real square body gauges. I got all the detailing done. Got that Scottsdale emblem painted, even though it don't say anything on it. Got that all done. Got the pedals done in flat black. And the steering wheel just popped off, but oh well. Got the wheels put together. Those are pretty simple. Got the radiator line there. Skid plate, transfer case. I did up the gas can with a little flammable sticker there. I did it in a red. And I still hadn't painted the guns yet. I'm going to do that in the next show off. But I'm going to get these painted. I've decided not to use this push bar, so I'm going to use it in something else. But I'm not going to be using it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some stuff put together. And I'll come back and show you another update. Alrighty, so I got the frame done with the motor put in it and everything like that in the transfer case. Got the roll bar all done with the lights. Got the cab, the glass in the cab and everything detailed on it, and the back glass and all that. Got the grill done. Got the gas cap detailed, or gas can, not gas cap. Got the interior all put together and ready to go in. So yeah, I'm going to come back when I have the truck assembled, and then we'll do the decals after that. Getting things wrapped up on the old GMC here. I've got the frame all together with the motor in it. As you can see, that looks pretty cool. Got the bumpers ready to go on. The body goes on first, and then you attach the bumpers onto the frame, like the real trucks. And they have locator pins back there to let you put them on. I wish they had included a step bumper, the heavier duty style ones, but that's okay. We've got the hood, and I cut off the little balls that they had on there so it would pivot open. So now you can just set the hood on there, and when you want to see the motor, just completely take it off. I prefer it that way so you can really see down in there. Got that reservoir done and all the batteries and everything. Got the grill mounted. And got the bed done too. And here it is. I lost the CB antenna, so I took a paper clip and bent it over to kind of give it that antenna-ish kind of look and glued it on there. And I think it provides a good enough effect for what I'm looking for. Got the gas can in the back there, the spare tire, and I kind of made a boo-boo, and I sort of got a little nervous with putting these guns in this back window because I was afraid that the super glue would fog the whole window up, and that would be no good. So instead, I just threw them back here. It's not really realistic, but it serves the purpose for me. And I stuck that little high roller back there just because it looked appropriate for that spot. I don't know why. But yeah, I added a radiator cap. I've got the fan shroud on. And this line still has to go on, and I've left it on the sprue so I won't lose it. But that line still has to go down into that hole in the motor. As you can see, that big part on the end there fits down in that hole on the intake. The interior of that steering wheel looks awesome in there with the wood, and then my shifter that I added because it's a 4-speed. I've always liked these square bodies. This one's a K10, or technically it's a K15, but same thing. Those side markers turned out nice. Got the mirrors on it too, the tow mirrors. I decided to leave them chrome just because I have chrome door handles and chrome grill and everything and chrome bumpers. And the chrome wheels. which I elected not to put the GMC on them. One, because it would be really hard, and two, these are not stock wheels anyway, so they wouldn't have GMC on them. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the body mounted with the cab and the bed, put the hood on, put the bumpers on, put the radiator line on, and then we will come back for the final show off. Alrighty, folks. Here she is in all her glory. The 78 GMC K15 with its tow mirrors and everything like that. Them shocks look awesome underneath that body being yellow. They pop real nice. The bumper right there sits perfect like a square body. I have one, so I know how it's supposed to sit. The gapping down here is perfect. If we raise the hood or take the hood off, as you can see, got all the motor detail and everything like that. The alternator with the manifolds and the custom intake and valve covers and everything. Just to look like it's, and the red distributor back in there. Just because I wanted to make this truck look like a guy had a stock K15 and built this truck out of the stock K15, and he ended up with this, and he put all the camo on it himself, and he did the paint and everything like that. Here's the interior with my shifter that I added. Got the pedals down there and the CB in there. Sits nice and high like the K10s did. Got the roll bar. Back here I've got my gas can and spare tire and everything, and the guns. Here's the back. I've got the high roller and the M14978. So here she is in all her glory. The Revell 1978 GMC Big Game Country Pickup. It is a 78 GMC K15. It turned out real sweet. The front end looks exactly like a square body. All the gaps and everything's perfect. All the gap between the bumper and everything. Originally, I thought it wasn't going to look that good, but it really looks awesome with that big hood like they've got. Incredible detail in this thing. I blacked out inside the headlight buckets, if you want to call them that. That actually didn't come till 1979, and this one's a 78, but I thought that looked better, and it doesn't have to be perfectly factory anyway, because my whole goal for this truck is to make it look like a guy had a stock K15 and built this truck out of it. Like, put the lift on it himself, did all the work to it. He did the camo. He put the roll bar on it. I want it to look like somebody built it. I didn't want it to look like it came from the factory this way. So there's the front end. Man, that's a sexy shot. Dadgum, this thing looks sweet. Here's the side of it. Those shocks look amazing under there in the yellow, and you've got your orange motor and everything down there. Got the tow mirrors. And now moving around to the bed. Got my CB antenna that I made. And the lights on the roll bar. I've got the gas can back here in the bed, along with the spare tire and some guns, because you know he's going to be hunting out of it. Back here in the back, I've got a Michigan license plate. I need to start printing off some Tennessee ones, because that's where I live. High roller. I put that on there just because I thought it looked cool, and that's kind of what you call a lifted truck like this, is a high roller. So I just thought that looked kind of cool. I put a dog and some birds in the back window, like he put the stickers back there or something, just to kind of give it a little bit of variation, just kind of make it look cool. Got the bed rails, got the side exit exhaust. The tires stick out a good bit, but I kind of like that on this truck. The interior is really sweet. As you can see with the wood steering wheel in there, those dash decals turned out perfect. Got your CB in there. Got the main transmission stick there, and then the four-wheel drive one is the one that's down low. Again, I added the main shift stick. It doesn't have that on the model. I added that myself, because it's got 3 pedals, and the transmission is pictured as a Muncie 4-speed manual. Let's take a look at that motor. Let's just take the hood off. You can make it hinge up, but I decided just to make it where you just take it off, because I thought you could see the motor better that way. Got the, I think that's the washer fluid reservoir over there. Got the dual batteries. I added the radiator cap. Got that lovely 350 in there with the custom, I don't know if it's fuel injected or not, but I wanted it to look like it had some work done to it, with the chrome valve covers and the aluminum intake and stuff. Because stock, the valve covers would have been orange, so would the intake. And it would have had a black distributor instead of a red one. This is supposed to be one of them HEI distributors you can get from like MSD or other companies like that. It's still got the stock manifolds. He hadn't put headers on it yet. But he's got a little bit of spicy exhaust. I'd assume this is supposed to be like the fuel filter or something. It doesn't have a breather, so it kind of makes me think that it's fuel injected. And that would, I guess that over there would be the throttle body. I don't know. But that Chevy orange down in there looks awesome. Got the fan in the fan shroud, and got the alternator silver to look like an aluminum alternator. Underneath, I don't really know how to show you other than that right there. Underneath, we got them quad shocks, or dual shocks on the wheels. Got the motor and transmission. You can see the exhaust down in there. You can see the front differential. And this rear differential is a big giant rear end off of like a 1-ton or something. Because it's the 14-bolt GM that the 3/4 and 1-tons had, and this is a half. So that was aftermarket, I'm sure. It's got the full exhaust with the mufflers in there, and then it goes to the tailpipe switch. Come out, one out each side. So yeah, I think this whole truck turned out amazing. If you wanted, you could. I also didn't use the rear view mirror because I was afraid that it would smoke the windshield out with super glue, and I didn't want that. You could technically, if you wanted, put the spare tire and the gas can on the back, but I didn't like the way that looked. So you could like put the tire here and the gas can here, or the tire in the middle or something. Whatever you want to do. It's a model, you can do it however you like. But yeah, that is the Revell, the full build of the Revell 78 GMC Big Game Country Pickup. Thank you for watching, and happy modeling.